Okay, today's recap is a little bit different because we have a Replicanto issue. I'm going to play a video which I made right after the incident happened. I'm making this video specifically for Replicanto, Apex, and NinjaTrader to see what do we do about this and who's going to take responsibility, because there was nothing I did wrong. If everybody wants to point fingers at Replicanto, well, think about it. Apex backs Replicanto, it works. NinjaTrader backs Replicanto, but they don't want to take responsibility for the malfunction, and it wasn't my fault. So we're going to watch this, and then I'll give a little more recap on things I found out since then.
All right, issue today with I guess it's Replicanto, Apex. I'm not sure who to blame here, but it ain't me. Really upsetting. I don't know what to do about it. You can see the lead account. I traded, perfectly today. I was trading MNQ for the first part, and I guess the trade performance will show that. Then I changed over to NQ, take a couple of trades. I think I took one, and it won. Down here somewhere went long, 2 contracts, and, took profit. Don't know what happened, but when it closed the trade, these went short, which I wouldn't have done. And I tried to manage it, and luckily I cut out of it before it got bad because the market, as I thought, spiked up, and I exited out somewhere around here. But I had to take that loss, which, again, this is a malfunction. So how does this get handled between, Ninja, Apex, Replicanto? Not my fault. So what do I do about this? As a trader, do we have to take this loss? I don't even know where to start. Do I start with Ninja Brokerage? Because their account is involved in this. Right here, this is Ninja Brokerage. Here's my lead account. Even their account didn't work. If it's Replicanto, if they're going to blame Replicanto, I guess Replicanto ain't doing anything about it. So, the finger pointing, I'm sure, is going to start. I'm not sure what to do. Do I continue trading, get my money back like normal? I don't know what to do. So just wanted to do an update on that, on the issues we go through tradings. Even if you're great and you do a great job like I did, look at this. It's a $200 swing against me with no wrongdoing of my own. And then, now I'm going to trade, and your mindset's a little messed up. This is the challenge we face. So, sucky situation. Guess I got to start making some calls and figure it out. We'll see what happens, and I'll keep you updated.
All right, so that was a Replicanto issue. So here's the ultimate goal here. You can see I wound up getting the accounts back up. Even this one, I guess it's just funny. It must have just settled. So I kind of got them back up. So I turned around, you could see the lead account went from 177 to 417 to get these back up. This is where, if this is my lead account, that's where they should all be in this ballpark. Now, the only one that has the power to do the right thing is Apex, because it's their accounts. Now, these are PAs, but they're probably Sims, so they really don't want to give me any money. But, if they're going to point, everybody's going to point the finger at Replicanto, because ultimately to close the trade, I had to hit flat and all. And that ultimately closed this trade. And if you saw the charts, if I can go to it. Oh, let's look at the trade time. So here's the trades right here. This is the IRA that actually, if you look at this short, I did not take this short. This was done by Replicanto. This was the closing of my long. And this loss was me flattening. And luckily I did that, because if you looking at my live chart, this price went way up. I would have took a huge, drawdown. Who knows if it would have blown the account? I don't think it would have. I think it eventually came down, but I would have been down hundreds of dollars, or 5, 6, 7, 800. Who the hell wants to deal with that when it wasn't even my trade? For argument's sake, we're going to go to the chart at 1020 to 1022 NQ. Let's just scroll back real quick. 1020. 1020. Okay, look at this. What would have happened? So I was going long here, which was obviously an incredible read on the market by me at 14 to 18. So yeah, right here, this is where I decide to go long. Which, I mean, come on, from 14. So talk about a good read, and then, and how do we know that? Well, my lead account, the trade performance is not working great, but you can definitely see. Um, let's look. This is $92 here. Okay, it was 09 to 14 is what I got there. Out at 20 minutes 57 seconds, 20 to 21. So it's a 3-minute long, and I obviously played it perfectly. I who knows? I probably would have kept playing longs there, but when you get thrown to the wolves there again, this trade performance, it's coming up wacky. Again, another issue. Ninja Trader still has not figured that one out. This is me trying to get the money back, and I actually did. When I've cleared everything back up, we'll look at how I got the money back. But this was the trade they all should have took, and I was already up. And this would have took all the accounts about 170, 180 ahead. I'm only going for 200 a day, $30 away. This was my next trade. Bingo. Profit for the day, no stress. So if you look at this exit time, the long exited at 10, 20, and 57 seconds. Now go to the follow account. This was one of the follow accounts. It takes the short 10, 20, 57 seconds. And you can see I got out. I'm lucky I got out where I got out, that I flattened all right there. Because look what the market did from that point. All right, so now God knows where it was going to go from there. Now it turned around for me and it came right. Oh, it went even higher. Now I would have been like, who knows what would have happened, but I would have been stuck all in this heat. Luckily, I was savvy enough to get out, and would have eventually came back here an hour later. It would have got me out. Yeah, I would have had to be in that trade for an hour, holding my breath. So again, let's talk about response. I already got an email back from Ninja Trader saying, hey, that's Replicanto. We have nothing to do with that. So there, again, no blame right there. What is Apex going to say? Now, if Apex backs Replicanto and says, hey, use this, and I know they sell their own, but obviously they approve this company to work with their software, and obviously no fault of my own here, would they replenish that loss for me? This is where I should be. Now, luckily, I traded and got the funds back. I'll do another recap video on this. This is more, again, for Ninja, Replicanto, and Apex. I want to just see if any of these companies will step up. I don't think Replicanto has any recourse because they have no control over my account other than this software. Apex, I know, when malfunctions happen, say Rhythmic stuff, I'm not using Rhythmic because they've replenished funds that Rhythmic messed up. Well, and Rhythmic is a company they work with. You got Replicanto as a company you work with. Will you replenish these funds? And that's my question. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. At least I know. A few days ago, I don't know if anybody saw it, one of the accounts, I don't know which one it was, didn't close the trade. And it wound up $200 extra. I think it was my Ninja Trader account. And it wound up, instead of, it closed $200, it put $200 more in this account. It's only one account. Now, when you look at that video and you said there was a $200 difference, yeah, there was a $200 difference per account. It's really a $2,000 difference. So doesn't sound like a big deal. I did trade and get the funds back, but kudos to me for being a good trader. So that's the video to these companies. Let's see what happens. I might make a Venmo or probably put it on YouTube and send them the link. And if anybody's had this experience and you have outcomes, you could comment and we could chat about it. But anyway, sucks to go through it. Luckily, I was able to push through it somehow. But crazy stuff we have to go through as traders.